We're back.
Welcome back.
That's what Milby has for you today.
So I'm trying to do some extreme, like, to make the ship, the way I did it, I have to, like, separate it from the floor, so it's just free floating, but it's not moving, because I haven't touched it yet. So I'm, like, trying to build without nudging it.
Living in fear that you're just gonna touch it and it's all over from there.
It's a little bit scary.
I'm still trying to just do the back thrusters and the basking. One day.
We should have plenty of all the things you need to build that stuff at least.
Oh yeah, no, it's the monotony of like design. Like with the big ships, it's really hard because if you change your mind, it's like an involved process to undo and rebuild what you've done.
Right.
You can't just rip a thruster off and put it somewhere else very easily, which is basically what I've done. I've decided none of these thrusters are where I want them.
Oh God.
But it's coming along. I'm finally getting to the other side of this. Finally.
He's getting over the hump, people.
I'm getting over the hump.
He's getting there.
I so badly want to just touch this Milby.
Don't dare it. It's just floating there.
See that? It's really... It's kind of amazing. It's because it's none of it's welded, so it just... Yeah. It's just an amazing thing. Here.
It's like a wireframe model.
And you got Jody overhead. Bam! Bam!
Bang, bang, bang.
It's sucked up by like the bloody gravity generator.
Right? You're gonna add enough mass so it's just gonna fly up into Jody in a minute.
Sucked up. Okay, there we go. So we'll have 4 of those. 6 seems excessive.
Welding ship.
Welding ship? You need the welding ship?
Well, you've got a lot of shit to do, and all I'm doing is welding some steel plates. I can make a little tiny one.
We should. I think we should duplicate the Goodsy too.
Maybe we should duplicate it and streamline it.
And streamline it.
Milby has never liked it. He's never loved it.
In other words, just build a new one.
I've always thought it was a clunky, ugly thing. I want to like. This will be like the that's like the prototype, like the dev kit, and we need to make like the consumer version that you can just produce en masse.
I just see you one day having a kid. You're just not gonna love it.
I would never.
Those
love
have
a kid.
shitloads of kids because they're never.
I would never
right
love a kid that came out of me. Mainly because it would be in an accident. So. Know this. If a future child, if you ever pop out of me and you watch this,
if it pops out of you, that's pretty impressive.
Pops out of my balls.
So you're
I got a bit of everything
offspring.
down there. No, not at all.
Yeah, me neither. Right there with you.
Yeah, it's so funny because people, when you reach like, although it's not my age right now, certain people, like when you reach certain age, people are always like, oh, you're gonna have a kid then. You're like, oh, no, you're just like, what?
Well, I'll say that for the longest time, I sounded exactly like you, Milby, and then I just changed my mind.
I mean, maybe I will. I mean, I said maybe one day I'll be like, you know what? I want a little thing to like mold and corrupt.
Yeah.
But
I am starkly opposed to reproduction.
Dude, you could probably only need lights down like one side.
Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to run the steel plates down one side here.
Are you like drilling away bits of it?
I'm gonna have to now because I can't get this to fit anymore. It was doing good. I had that one little stripe there.
Yeah, no, it looks pretty good actually. Okay. Looks very construction-y. But yes. Yeah. No babbies, please. No babbies, please. Okay, thanks.
It's been way better than I thought it was gonna be.
No babbies. I like my free time.
Yeah, for me it's I don't the fact that I know that I don't want to divide my time with raising another little human tells me that I should just not ever.
Right?
Yeah. It's like I should just not do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I might need your weldy.
Plus, I don't think I've done that great of a job with myself, so.
That's a fair point. I think maybe I need to reach a certain level of maturity and then have a kid.
On your own.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like just.
See, I don't know that that's necessarily true. In fact, I think that what happens to adults with kids is they start out as immature as all of us, and then they just become tired of everything, and then they become cynical and mean. Like
I don't want that.
yeah, no, I don't think that you have to have that happen either. I think you could combat it. I mean, I'm trying at least.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go the fucking Boba Fett route or the Django Fett route, and I'm just gonna clone myself and raise as a child.
See, that would be kind of cool, but it would also be like, I don't know, because you kind of know the fucked up shit that little human's capable of thinking. And so every time it's got that little fucking look on its face, you're like, you better not be thinking what the fuck I'd be thinking if I was you in that age, and I know you are me in that age, so you deserve a smack in the face.
You know, yeah, but you would be like, but you would know and you'd understand, and it would be like a deep connection.
I don't think that. I don't think that we're technically just genetics, though. Like, I think that you're more a product of your environment, right? So like,
fight yourself.
If you raised yourself, the self that you raised would be way different than you.
Yeah, probably.
I think one of the things that really bugs me is I kind of hate the sort of monotonous repetition of it all. Because there's this sort of inevitability, no matter what you do, that, and like I think everybody sets out to be like, I'm going to be a better parent than my parents were or whatever. I'm not going to do this or that or whatever that I didn't like in my life. But what ends up happening, or so it seems, is it always the same thing every single time.
You start to realize that something that they didn't like they did was like, oh, maybe I need to do that.
Well, like, you know stuff now that when you were a kid, your parents said, oh, well, you'll understand when you're older, or blah, blah, blah. Like, you understand the perspective that they would have had when you were a kid. But then what happens is that you think that you can convey this to a kid, but you can't. It's just the same exact thing happens to you that happened to your parents when they tried to tell you not to do stupid shit and did anyway.
Yeah.
And they'll do stupid shit, and then when they grow up, they're going to think the same stupid thing, and they're going to tell their kids the same stupid crap. And it's just like, there's no way to break this weird cycle. I don't know.
1 second, Goond. I was really confused then. I was sitting here and little bits of awe were like,
oh, they going all the way up to Jody?
Yeah.
Wow.
They were suddenly popping up. And then I was just like, oh, they're coming out of this little hole. It's all flown past.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, Jody's got a pretty massive spherical.
Yeah, man. Holy crap.
I mean, if you probably press X, you might even get sucked towards it now.
I wanted to find out.
Yeah?
Yeah, kinda. Yep.
Yep, you just smacked into the side of the asteroid.
Oh yeah, they're like all like little gathered right here. All the
Yeah, there's a little lip, but like some of them pop out. Over yeah, they're all stuck by there. Yeah, this one's going. This one goes. Off he goes. Oh no, he's stuck.
Wow. Okay. I didn't realize.
Is it right? That's right.
I like this as a racing machine.
It's not right. God damn it.
I don't like what I've made. It doesn't look very nice.
Some of it's really fun that you don't realize it's gonna be fun though. Like, here's an example. Like last night.
We're talking about kids
talking about
again?
kids again. Just I don't know. I was just sitting here thinking about just different things that I didn't expect before I had one. But I don't know. Whenever they're like learning things and you're the only source of knowledge. It's like last night after we got done reading stories, she asked me, my wife, what's a joke? And so we said, well, you know, it's something that's funny. And She said, "What's funny?" And we said, "A joke." And she went, "Ah!" Just like fell over laughing. It's like, that wasn't the punchline. But I don't know. It was just, I don't know, it's one of those things.
God, I would have no idea how to describe a joke to someone.
Right.
What's a joke? Be like, it's a. I don't what. Shut up, kid. Just
shut your fucking mouth.
shut the joke.
Yeah.
Oh man, Jesus, that needs a lot of reactors for a small, large reactor.
Can't believe I'm using a hand drill again.
Precision drilling.
Yeah. I was kind of expected to have died by now, but I guess it's Jody sucking everything off. She's keeping me alive. Yeah. It's not as gross as normal for some reason.
That sounds grosser.
No, not as gross. Normally when you do that, it's like, it's a little bit slurpier or something.
Oh, it's more like.
Yeah, no, don't do it that way.
You see, the key is not to mention.
Right, I
been
basically
grossed out
corrected.
less.
You're not
Wait,
sickening me out enough, Melby. Correct that.
Once I realized it, I'm like, oh, you waited. I should up the ante. All right. Okay. 'Cause apparently I'm just a giant jackass.
Oh, man.
Okay. Ah, yes, metal potatoes. I mean, metal waffles. Waffles.
I wish I knew what was banging her inside of Jody.
Well, people are going to answer.
Ooh,
oh,
what was
no.
that?
What was that?
Oops, see, I think I just broke a. Let me see.
Someone just one bone.
I broke a thruster on the Goodsy too. Just one. Just one, and it made a big kabloom. But yeah, people are gonna say it's the refinery or whichever one does a lot of the banging. But I'm not sure that that's the case because it's a banging that can be heard outside of the normal range of those machines, and so I think something else is going on. And what I personally think it is I think that there's junk that's inside of the ship that gets in there during, you know, whatever, like the natural processes of like mining and whatever, like rocks and little bits of junk because of the spherical gravity generator, basically.
Yeah.
And they're bouncing around inside, I think.
That's what I think. It's basically a bug, though, because it shouldn't. It's a closed system, so stuff should not be able to get inside. Right? Do you see it that way
Not
too?
necessarily. There are some gaps and holes that stuff can get through. There's some blocks that you put down that are not flush. They're smaller than like armor blocks, like thrusters, for example, or something. Maybe not thrusters. There's some other block that's just not quite flush, and stuff can get inside.
I think we had like that on the outside. Maybe the connectors though are like that.
Well, actually, I inset the thrusters, which means that the part that's sticking out is technically... So, like, the thrusters are flush on all sides except for the side that the actual, like, whatever you call that is. The thing that's sort of the cone.
Yeah.
Around the
collector,
thrust.
connector, whatever, collector.
On that side of its cube that it sits on, I don't think it's as tall as a normal cube, which means that it's not flush, which leaves a gap for rocks to get through. I think that might be the case.
Oh,
if I
actually,
remember
looking
correct.
at where the refinery is, there is a huge gap on the side of the refinery where things can just get sucked right on the inside. Oh yeah, there's rocks down in there. In fact, I can see them. And
Yeah, so there you go.
that's probably what's making the sound. I bet it's those rocks.
More than likely.
All right. Well, at least now I know.
The more you know. The more you know. Knowing is half the battle.
Problem solved, sort of.
Yeah, no.
Question answered, I guess.
Did you put any rockets on this movie?
No. No, I haven't yet.
Wow, like, how you answered that?
You answered like you're on like some kind of daytime soap opera.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, and then you have to like you have to say I haven't, and you sort of look down, away, and
There's
then
like a
at the
woman
camera,
across the room, and you look at her for a long time.
and then you sort of look down and away from the person, but then at the camera, and you're like,
I kind of wish that you had like a soap opera approach to all of your commentating. So whenever we're with you, on your end, you have like multiple webcams and you switch between them. There's like actors in your room that react to the stuff you're doing but don't know anything about us.
That would actually be pretty amazing.
and it's got that weird soft focus that like
Yeah.
loads of those. Yeah, I don't know if they use some special camera. Or
It's that
something.
weird home
They
video
put
look to
Vaseline
it.
on the
Yeah.
lens. That's basically what it feels like.
Yeah. It's so yeah, it'd be like that, and it's, oh god, it'd be so weird.
Your ships come apart, Nubby. How are you going to feed our 4 children this month?
Vanessa, I'm trying really hard. Sorry, I would become William Shatner. Really. I'm trying really hard to feed our children. Vanessa. Spaceman, coming for. Can't do much. The inhabitants of Vlogon 9 are counting on me. Vlogon 9.
Vlorgon 9.
111.
Of course, Vlorgon 9.
It's always fucking Vlogon 9.
Oh, Florgon, not Lorgon. I was thinking Lorgon 111.
I said Vlogon.
What were you thinking of?
Yeah, what the heck's Vlogon? Jesus.
Oh, wait. What were you saying?
What a shit show you're running over here.
What are you talking about, Mr. President? I'm just trying to confuse you now by just saying.
Yeah,
things
you're
that
just
make
saying.
no sense. You're just saying anything now, aren't you? That's right, Mr. Puppet Face.
Mr. Republic Face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man.
You can just fall off the earth forever. That's actually a line from a film.
I'm
You
pretty
can just
convinced
fall off the
everything you
planet.
say is a line. I'm telling you, man.
Just fall
You're,
off the planet forever. You tell me what? Oh,
you're
that'd be
Bumblebee
great.
from Transformers. You can only say things that someone else has said in a film.
Don't compare me to that awful film.
No, you're not the film. You're just like
Doesn't
that character in that.
He's not like that in the show, though. He can talk in the normal show.
Oh, can he?
Yeah, they don't want to fucking made him a radio talking dude. That's like they made him the characters from the goddamn movie on the Junk Planet, where all they can only talk is via TV. I was like, is he doing the Junk Planet people? I think he is.
Huh. Okay, I didn't realize that. Well,
I mean, where they like learn all their language from like TV
Yeah,
shows and they
right,
talking like
right.
phrases. So I was like, he's doing the Junk people.
I forgot about that movie.
Fucking love that film, man.
It's a good movie.
I've watched that old Transformers cartoon movie too many times. There was a point, I know I could do it with most things, but there was a point where I could probably have recited the script to that too.
That's like not even impressive anymore. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure you can.
No, I can never remember the whole
We know
thing.
that you can already.
Yeah, it's like, I can never remember like, the whole of the film, but like that one, I watched that so much as a kid. It's like my favorite film. It's amazing. I love it. Weep Grada, Weep Ninny Bon.
As someone who didn't watch that when I was a kid, I can tell you that it is not easy to get into.
No, it's so fucking cheesy.
Yeah, I've had so many people who are like, "This is the most amazing thing ever," and the whole internet, by the way, agrees.
Yeah, no,
But,
it's if you never watched it then and you watch it now, you're like, what the fuck? I mean, the film's based in 2005, so, and there's like all fucking robots and they were on the moon, and I was like, this is crazy. But and the soundtrack's like all like hair metal and oh god, I love this stuff. But I don't know, it's like it's all nostalgia for me. It's nostalgia. People won't admit it, but it's all nostalgia. But yeah, I love how cheesy and quotable it is.
Speaking of things that have improved in sci-fi stuff and so forth as it's gone along, I'm glad we've switched over to finally throwing dates and stuff that's like well after anybody's going to give a fuck about whether or not the movie was accurate to its predictions.
Yeah.
Like why do like early 2000s when you can do like
well, I mean, they
the
really
3000s, the 4000s, or whatever.
They really did think we'd be like living on the moon at that point, I think.
Yeah.
Just crazy. I mean, what the heck? Did they think we're just being... what kind of a jump were they expecting?
I know, right? What happened? Like, I mean, I guess technology does move pretty fast, but yeah, still, like, yeah, what the fuck were they thinking we were gonna do?
Hey, at least with aliens, you know, apparently we still used fucking DOS computers.
Yeah.
It's like in the future, we'll just use shitty fucking DOS computers.
Well, we'll never need more than 50K of RAM. Or...
Oh, yeah.
Here we go
That's
again.
great. So we can always download more if we need to. So.
Somehow it's becoming like a trope of this series.
Right?
Referencing that quote over and over.
There's a lot. I think there's a lot of tropes in this series.
Oh, yeah.
This is a very trope-heavy series. This will be on TV tropes, but it won't be TV. Space engineer tropes.
I've noticed that overall, I think we're all getting more people watching this now. It's like it's picking up momentum. I don't know. Maybe it's just in my head.
Maybe.
Well, we're happy to have anybody we can get into our cult of space.
I think you let them in with your redneck stuff. You invited a whole new genre of people.
Rednecks.
Yeah, you.
What the hell? I can relate to this shit.
Yeah, oh yeah, buddy. I'm going to space now.
These people are talking my kind of English. They're my kind of people. I'm gonna watch these people all day. Oh, they're making fun of my people. Well, I mean, I'm already watching now. So
God damn! I didn't know they had backwaters in space.
I can't wait to fly up in space. It'll be like NASA suddenly gets like a rash of just like a fucking Nebraskan like
Astro Hicks.
Yeah.
Now, I'm happy to watch the show and all, but has any of y'all ever invented a duck call?
Right?
That'd be a future right there. I might want them .coms. And,
I woke up today and I just had this overwhelming interest in whether or not there's space ducks. Yeah,
and if there's no sound in space, how do you make a space duck call? These are the things that must be answered.
We happen to encounter a space duck.
Space ducks, man. Oh, know.
No one can hear you call.
In space. No one can hear you duck call. What a shitty tagline that would be for a movie.
Just verbatim like that, without any finesse. Like, no one can hear you duck call.
Space Hicks. Someone's gonna steal our ideas, man. We should patent that stuff.
Space Dynasty.
Space Dynasty? What, you mean like the shitty Dynasty, like soap opera?
No, he's talking about Duck Dynasty. This is where this is all coming from.
I thought you were talking about like the fucking Dynasty show.
Basically. It's that,
basically.
But with beards and duck calls. Do you know anything about Duck Dynasty at all, Milby? I think you'd appreciate it.
Don't think I do.
Oh man.
Oh wow, man, it's pretty special. You want to give them the rundown there, dude?
Is it like a TV show?
Yeah, well, it's there was a family. It's the family that created the duck call, and they were just a bunch of rednecks, basically. But they've got
They
their own.
created the duck call, like the one they.
I think so. Aren't they the first to market? Oh wait, we should tell this story in the next episode. If you want to know more about Duck Dynasty, stay tuned for the next episode of SpaceX. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.